Hello! I have just added Nano Dimension to my Freedom portfolio, and believe me, this stock has huge upside potential. Here today, I'm going to break it down for you, and we're going to talk two things. What is Nano Dimension, and 3 reasons why they are going to make us investors rich in the near future. Stick around, you're going to want to hear what I have for you. Let's keep it simple. In case you stumbled across this video, I am the Simple Trader, and this year my Freedom portfolio is showing obscene returns. I invest in massive growth stocks based on in-depth research and analysis, and I just want to get this information out there and hopefully help everyday investors like you make more educated moves going forward. All I simply ask for in return is you smash that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you found this content useful. Please note, I'm not a financial advisor, so everything I say on this channel is for entertainment purposes only. If this is the first time you ever heard of Nano Dimension, then let me give you a quick 30-second introduction. Let's start printing. Nano Dimension, ticker symbol NNDM, was founded in 2012 with a vision that was way ahead of its time. It's a high-tech company providing ultra-intelligent machines that enables fabrication of 3D and multi-layer printed electronic equipment. Their Dragonfly LDM is the industry's only comprehensive additive manufacturing platform for around-the-clock 3D printing of electronic circuitry, and it's here right now. Nano Dimension sells their new-age technology, software and machines to many sectors, including companies in the defense, automotive, consumer electronics, semiconductor, aerospace and medical industries, as well as research institutes. Now for the 3 reasons why this penny stock to me is a buy right now, and why we could see huge returns in the short future. The future. So after some serious research into Nano Dimension and the entire industry as a whole, it's clear to me that the future is right here, right now. Imagine a world where every electronic device is not assembled together, but rather printed. Imagine the limitless opportunities this brings. That is the vision of the future, but the first step is to have the technology and equipment in place and available to all the companies in the world to start prototyping and developing their products with better circuitry boards and semiconductors. Nano Dimension is the company supplying the technology and equipment right now that could bridge this gap to the advancement into the next stage of technology in the world. Let's take a listen to what the CEO of Nano Dimension says.
Our technology aims for the electronic industry. The electronic industry is really have 2 major sub-industries which are very big: printed circuit board industries and semiconductors. Both of them have been moving out to the east for a long time now. Intel cannot even manufacture their own CPUs, and they're moving it to Taiwan. Somewhere in between them comes our technology, which is a digital machine, very sophisticated, that involves injecting in 3D dimensional technology 2 materials, conductive and dielectric, and the machine manufacture a very unique PCB in 3-dimensional, which is an electronic device forced between a semiconductor and a regular PCB. And we're doing it with 3-dimensional technology, converting a digital file of a designed device into a final product.
Nano Dimension's business model is simple: to sell technology, hardware and support worldwide to governments, technology companies and to research institutes, as well as setting up their printing as a service. The machines are by no means cheap, at around $400,000 US per machine. They did, however, sell 27 machines last year, so there is growing demand.
The best estimates I could get is they believe it's going to be $800 million within 3 years and close to $1 billion within 4 or 5 years. What we did by ourselves, by bottom-up research, is we started to count the machines we can sell into education, for instance, by looking at all the education institutions around the world that have a special electronic department and research. And we also searched research papers on the subject that we are doing. And we found about potential for 400 to 500 machines. And once you go into the defense industry and into production, this number goes 10 times. And just to give you an example, we sold 27 machines last year. So obviously we're in an early stage. And because many organizations actually had a frozen budget for capital expense, and our machines are expensive, $350,000, $400,000 a piece, we opened and we started a service department, which is called Nano Services. And we use our machines. We have two fabs, three actually, one in Hong Kong, one in Florida, and one in Israel. And we use that, and people are now calling us, sending us their design. We produce it for them as a prototype and send it back to them, and it started to grow as a business by itself.
Ark Invest. Ark Invest have added and have kept adding Nano Dimension to their ARKQ portfolio, up to the tune of over 2 million shares. This is big, as Ark is one of the most high profile and best performing funds out there, with the legend that is Cathie Wood. If they have got their hands dirty on this stock and have done so with their own due diligence, then for me that spells great things for this company moving forward. Ark is known for their picks in disruptive technology stocks, and which continue to reap huge gains for their investors. Price action chart. If we look at the historical chart, we can see a huge drop from the highs of up to $100 in 2016 all the way down to less than $1. However, if we look at the past 5 months, we can see some very different patterns emerging. The stock surged in May up to and over the $4 mark, then dropped gradually back down to a consolidating level around $1.50. Again, the stock surged, but this time up to the $6 mark, before dropping back down to a consolidating $3 level. It has since seen 2 days of huge gains, which has sent it close to the $4 mark. With the 2 huge clear spikes came the huge dips as a result of the company offering sales of depository shares, basically dilution. Is this a bad thing? Well, yes, if you look at the stock's price in this dramatic downturn. However, they did this to raise working capital, and for a growing company this is very normal, and actually in fact for the long term will only greatly benefit it and its shareholders. So for me, I think this is a bullish move, to be honest. You may be wondering what company at a growth stage would go and dilute shares, basically sending their stock price tumbling downwards. Well, we don't have to look too far. NEO? Simply put, Nano Dimension was too far ahead of their time, and the way the world was a few years back, there just wasn't the opportunities that there are right now. There is a clear technology boom happening before our very own eyes, and Nano Dimension could soon stand to reap huge rewards. Even if we just look at the chart year on year, we can see a very different story being written. It is clear the trend is changing big compared to the previous years, and technology is being brought to the limelight. Just look at Virgin Galactic and SpaceX and the development for space travel. Just look at Tesla in the development of electric vehicles. Look at the solar energy sector, which is going through the roof. Just look at the continued development of mobile phones and 5G technology. As we go into this new decade, I believe technology will drive us forward in the coming 5 to 10 years big time. I can see this company doing very well, and on that basis I believe my small investment today in Nano Dimension will pay massive dividends. I have just bought 330 shares on Friday at an average cost basis of around $3.93 per share, and I will look to increase my position over the coming months. Where do I see the stock price going? Well, for me, this is a super high risk but super high reward stock, and I can see it 5xing within 1 to 3 years. I can definitely see the stock hitting $20 at a minimum within 3 years. The third quarter earnings call is this week on the November the 12th, so it's gonna be an exciting week, and we get to hear the updates and what catalyst, if any, could spark another surge in the stock price. Please leave me a comment down below if you are an investor in Nano Dimension or are looking for an entry point. If you want to stay up to date on all my latest content, please smash that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more analysis and news and updates on Nano Dimension.